Hello there everyone, we're in the tropical Indonesian area today. Delivering coffee, I think, is the plan. Looks like we are part of some colonial efforts. Very on brand for the 1800s, I guess. I like it. Lots of water around here, huh? We're gonna be allowed to play around with boats. Look at this map. How lovely! Prosperous transportations! Not transportations, but plantations. Transport is such sought-after service on this scarcely civilized island. Eating draft animals, such as oxen, is punishable by law. That's why the colonial administration has commissioned you to build a railroad so that the plantation business prospers. Vegetarians, huh? The delicious coffee is supposed to be transported from the fertile hinterlands to the facility near town for processing. Alright, activate the contour lines overlay in order to be able to estimate how terrain is laid out. Alright, so we're actually getting into some interesting things now. This is the contour lines. You can also activate it with just a simple one click. And we can see that there is quite some peaks and valleys around here. So I guess they don't want us to build on top of that, huh? Next up, we're gonna build a cargo station in the highlighted area. Do I see the highlighted area? Not really. Where is that highlighted area? Oh, this highlighted area. Oh, all right. I don't see blue very well. So that's fine. Let's get a station down here. We have passenger station, passenger terminals. We have a lot of new stuff now. I think we're gonna go with just a normal cargo station. That should be fine. Do we want that? Maybe we want a terminus. Yeah, I think we want a terminus. Complete the tracks to where we need to go. All right, so we're gonna need some tracks, and we're gonna bring that. Damn it. Need to hold the button. I will never learn. Do we disconnect it here? That looks pretty good. 120 kilometers an hour all the way home. Build a depot in the highlighted area as well. We can do that. So we're gonna go buildings. Here's the train depot. Just slap that down right in the corner over there. Buy a train with 4 freight cars, which can transport coffee fruit. They're very helpful. They're telling me exactly what I need to do. That's perfect for a dumbass like myself. Alright, we have multiple locomotives this time. We have one that does 90 horsepower, one that does 122. The 122 is just straight up better, I think. But it costs more as well. I think we'll get that though. And then we need some cargo. And we need box cars. So we can see in the cargo types right here that box cars are able to take the raw coffee fruit as well as the beans afterwards. This seems to be for something else. Flax. Sugar. And we need 4 of these. Even with this better engine, we're still at mediocre horsepower. So I think it's fine. We can actually see the top speed for slopes here. That's nice. That's nice. Let's buy one of those. And create a route for the train to travel. So, is it L for routes? Yes. From, maybe not that. From here to there. And I think you're supposed to be able to tell it exactly what to bring as well. Yeah. Something that this game does really well is all of the UI stuff. So many different things that you can play around with. You can tell them to wait until they're full and everything. Yeah, I really like that. That is gold. And we are off. Time to finally go get some coffee. Dude, it's like in the morning every time. We just need coffee. We'll just bring 4 trains of coffee every morning. I can feel ya. Look at the birds. Birds! Okay. Making our way up on the station now. That's good to see. That's good to see. And picking up some coffee, which will then go and get roasted over here. There we are, colonial counting houses. What a superb railway. It provides the local plantation leaseholders with truly valuable services. Still fresh from the fields, the fruit quickly reaches the factory. From there, the colony's delightful coffee must be brought to the warehouse and offices in the port for export. That shouldn't be left up to the local laborers. No way. Too easygoing, too inefficient. Build a truck stop. So we're doing that with trucks, I guess. You want to upgrade that route? I don't think we want to. Let's put it over here. We can leave the mud tracks. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. You just lost your privilege. And let's get a route on here. So we're gonna go from here to there. Alright, and just like with the trains, we now have multiple options for delivering vehicles here as well. Apparently, if you have 2 horses, it's 2.7 horsepower. That's a good conversion to keep in mind. These two are identical. Interesting. Let's get the covered one then. 4 vehicles, so we're gonna get 4. I'm gonna take them all and put it on the coffee route. And that should be what they need, I do believe. I put the depot in the middle of the city. I figured we're probably gonna need more of those. Oh, digested service. What do you want us to do? Build a test track with 2 small stations and a depot in the highlighted area. This area. Several locals show an interest in learning the decidedly noble profession as locomotive engineer. A practice route for training purposes is needed. Meanwhile, certain signs are feeding horrible rumors about the indigenous tribes' diet. All right, let's get a route around here. That should be fine. Add a new line. I don't need a new line, do I? I just need to place down tracks. And we can do that this way. Oh, how did I... Wasn't there a way to curve these? That is up and down. That's not what I was looking for. How the hell did I... Damn, that took me an embarrassing long time to do, and it's not even round in the first place. Oh my god, okay. Well, it works. It works. It'll be fine. Having them drive a locomotive, buy a locomotive and have it driven along the test track for at least 1500 meters. So I guess that's just keeping it running, right? So we're just gonna buy a sheep locomotive. And we're just gonna put that onto a route that we haven't made yet. That will go new line. Just like that. Can I not add a waypoint? Maybe I can't. Let me know in the comments. Maybe I'm missing something. Alright. Well, it doesn't matter. Connect the first and second highlighted ends of the track to build a passing loop. Yeah, I've done that. Let's see if this works. It doesn't show it as a loop, but maybe that's just the game being wonky. That wouldn't be the end of it, right? Let's do that. Let's put you on line 1. Connect the first and second highlighted ends. Okay, I think I'm doing it. Yeah, so this one is the one we were doing to have them do the locomotive thing. They need to go 1500 meter. And we need to do this one for the main mission, which is Building passing loops. One train isn't enough to adequately supply the factory with coffee fruits. Ah, okay. They want us to do a bypass right here. We can do that. Let's connect that right there. More coffee is needed, and we're gonna need some signals. I'm guessing signals is here. Tools? No. Waypoints. Used for rerouting a line. Can be added to a line with the station. No, I think we need signals. There we are. So path signals. We want to place signals in the blue zone and the green zone. So one here and one here. That splits up the lane, so now we can have one train on each side of this, and they will kind of share the track. Acquire a second train with freight which can transport coffee. Can I not just do this? Isn't there a way to duplicate this guy? I feel like I should be able to duplicate you. There we go. That's what I thought. Alright, business boost. Wherever coffee production thrives, business and prosperity flourishes too. Yeah, of course. You can't work without coffee, alright? Thanks to the railroad, the port town of Surabaya has become a lively trading center for countless goods and services. All kinds of people from all corners of the island want to do profitable business here. That's why the colonial administration has commissioned you with setting up a passenger line from Semarang to Surabaya. Let's connect Surabaya and Semarang. We have Semarang over here. So now we're gonna have to take into the account the contours of the land so we don't mess anything up. Connect with a passenger railway. So they don't want us to use trucks. So we're gonna go passenger, cargo, terminus station. There's the digested driver mission done. But I turn off snapping. Stop snapping, you dumbass. Let's have a look at the settings. How do you turn off snapping? Disable construction snapping. C. Or holding shift. Can I just hold shift? Yes. Okay. So if I hold shift, then I can place it wherever I want. It doesn't allow me to place it with that though. Okay, so if I hold C, it does the same. Not sure what's up with that. Alright, let's spin this around and let's get a cargo station here as well. Same thing, we hold C to set that up. Maybe over here actually. And let's get the tracks down. From here, and let's see, we want to go to here. Over through this. To keep the cost down, we want to make sure that we don't use any unnecessary elevation. Even though we are taking a little bit of a hit in speed, at least we are not going up and down a bunch of hills. Alright, railroad has been completed. Curiosity runs high. Time will tell if passenger transportation really is a venture that's worthwhile. Transport at least 25 people between the two places. We're gonna need another depot. You could probably connect this and use that depot. I don't feel like doing that. So we're gonna go ahead. Come on, stop removing my stuff. We're gonna go ahead and place our own depot here. That, and let's get some tracks to connect him as well. Very good. From there to there, and probably the other way around. So we go from Upper Semarang to there instead. From there to there. From there to there. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So that will be a train. Passenger train, Semarang to Surabaya. If we're gonna be picky, that's what that will be. And then we're gonna go configure. That's not what we wanted. We wanted to go here, and we wanted to get this one. They take 8 capacity each. So if we add 4 cars, that's 32. That should be enough for us to get the 20 in one go. So let's get that. That should be pretty good. Close everything, and let's see what that bonus mission was. Good news, the locomotive engineer has returned safe and sound. While you pictured him in the stomachs of savages, he was having the time of his life in the virgin forest. Naturally, you can't tolerate misconduct like that and regretfully have to fire the good man. That's a shame. That's a shame. Alright, what's the next one? Mysterious monument. A formidable enterprise like yours calls for a suitable first-rate branch office. After all, you're not just anybody. Build a headquarters. How the hell do I do that? Landscaping? Assets. Headquarters? No. I have no clue. How do you build a headquarters? Build a prestigious residence that is unrivaled on the whole island. Build a headquarters. How the hell do I build a headquarters? Here we go. I found it. So if you click on the money account information, it's right here. You get to this tab, and then you have to go to headquarters, and then you can build it right here. And that will... I don't know what the purpose is of a headquarters, but sure. I have no clue what the purpose is. Let's build it there. Find a wise elder in Surabaya. Hey, wise elder, what's up? The old woman says she doesn't know a thing, but you should try your luck with her cousin in Semarang who has a knack for art of snake charming. Find the snake charmer in Semarang. We have him right here. What you doing with snakes? The snake charmer declared that you probably angered the mighty snake goddess with your actions. The snake priestess of Mount Maruji is the only one who could remedy the situation. Find the temple. Oh, look at this. We did find a temple. That's not it. What the hell? There's multiples of them? That's also not it? Come on. This one? There we go. The priestess has spoken. The only way she is willing to call off her children is if you make a sacrifice to the great snake goddess. Coffee, the priestess prophesied, would be the sure thing to appease the goddess. Make an offering of coffee beans to the snake goddess. How the hell do we do that? There's no button to click. What if I go into my headquarters? Can I get give a financial contribution? No. Can I give away coffee here? Consumers? No. Oh, they want coffee up here. Okay, so we need to set up a route to go here. Gotcha. Took me a little while to figure that out. Medium country road. And we want to have... That seems fairly large, actually. Let's go with the small one. We don't need that much. I have this faint memory of there being a way to curve roads. Am I misremembering that? There we go. Knew there was a way. No, that just raises and lowers it. Yeah, that doesn't actually curve it at all, and that gives it up and down. Okay, let me know in the comments. I'm wildly confused now. Is there a way to curve roads and tracks in this game? I wasn't able to find it in the settings, but maybe I'm just blind. Because I feel like I've seen people do curved roads. I just don't know how they did it. Like, what kind of sorcery was that? So we want to go and just hook up to here. And then we want to have a route going from these guys up to here. And I just forgot to put up a station. Buildings. Truck unload stop. Small truck stop to unload cargo to be placed on the sidewalk. Does not allow loading of cargo. We don't care about loading. We're just unloading. So we can probably use that. We can probably use that. And then we go back here and we go add station this guy. Queensway, yeah. Very good. And that's a road cargo for coffee to extortion. I'm fairly certain it is. Can I not buy new vehicles? Hello? There. I think I was just blind. Just blind. We'll go 4 to the extortion route, please. Thank you. We will provide you your offering, Mrs. We could expand this a little bit, but I don't think I care about that. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. The objectives, the bonus is being worked on. This guy, how is our passengers looking? We have 0 here. Oops. Maybe I need to bring in some more people then, huh? Probably need to bring in some more people. So we go truck stop. We can go small truck stops actually. So how did we get to that view? Keypad 3 works, okay. That should cover the majority of all that. We'll just knock that out with a new line. That goes truck, stop, stop. 2 different ones here as well. We actually have a steam engine as well to use if we would like to. It's a little bit more expensive. Cannot hold that many more people. So let's just go, I don't know, 4 of them. I actually have no clue about any of these. That should be fine though. We'll do that. Let's do the same over here as well. That should cover all of that town as well. Give me a road depot. Very good. Very, very, very good. I think that should bring in more passengers as well, because I don't think they go here unless you bring them there. I imagine that's what's happening. And this is probably how they kind of test us if you paid attention in the last episode. I just added WA because I was trying to move around my camera. That was not the plan. You, Samarang, train, road depot. This guy, give me passengers. You. 4. Shove those on RP Samarang. They're not the most active. The Indonesians apparently like to be at home. Because yeah, they're not moving around very much. Maybe he's going to 4. I think they spread out quite evenly when you start a new mission. Or a new delivery. So that's probably what's happening. Willow Edwards over here. He is destined for a residential building. Good for you, buddy. Good for you, buddy. Okay, first passengers starting to show up now. 3 people who wants to travel and 1 person here in Samarang. So I think setting up the transportation is definitely paying off. Might even need more transportation over here. Let's get a couple more of them on here then. Ooh, we have a bunch of people standing around over there as well. Are all of our guys filled? Yeah, they are. Let's do the same here then. Manage vehicles. We can probably just duplicate all of them, right? Let's just go all in, man. No reason to hold back now. And I think we are on the verge of making the offering for this guy as well. We got some coffee beans here. I think that should be what we need to do for this. Yes! What a godsend. Your stylish residence is pleasantly snake-free again. I like it. Thank you. Thank you. Making offering is done. We have provided coffee for the masses. Anything else? No. I know there are 3 of these bonus tracks, so we should be getting 1 more. Alright. Mighty Merapi. Uh-oh. It's rumbling in the Iceland's interior. The mighty volcano Merapi threatens to erupt. Oh no. A phenomenon like this wasn't reckoned with while planning the route. The natives claim that someone has probably angered one of their gods. Whatever the case, if the precious coffee fruit is supposed to be transported by rail in the future too, then it's imperative that something be done. Send the train to the depot and remove the stop at coffee plantation from the route. Go to the depot, please. Same thing for you, actually. Can I just tell you to go to the depot now, even though you don't have a direct route? Unable to find path to stop. Yeah, I think I need to wait for him to make it first. And then when he can turn around, we can send him back to the station. There we go. Both of them going back. I think we need to wait for him to get to the depot, and then this one will be able to go. Very good. And we're gonna need to be removing the route. Does that mean that I need to delete the station? Remove the stop at the coffee plantation. So I just need to edit the coffee Surabaya to not have the stop at the coffee plantation, right? Which one is that even? They have names, but I don't know what the name is. I'm on the wrong one, that's probably why. There we go. There we go. Yeah, let's delete this guy. And that's that one on. Remove the station and tracks from the danger zone of the volcano and rebuild both outside this area. Okay. So we need to delete this and all of these tracks. Probably all the way up to there. And then we'll build it here instead. Which I think we have a fairly flat ground as it is. Oh, you can actually see the little arrow. It's pointing up when it's no longer flat. So we want it there, and then this is still flat. Yeah, okay. Okay. Much better, much better. Then let's go with a cargo station terminus, which is going to go just like that. And then the track will just connect straight onto that route. Not as efficient, but it should be okay. Establish the route again and transport 30 coffee to the factory. Very nice. Let's go to the route. Coffee roasting. And this one should be going to here as well. Right? Yes. Oh, new bonus mission as well. The fertile island has a lot more to offer than coffee. The widow of a friendly grower. Am I reading this right? May the poor devil rest in peace. Has been planting sugar cane lately. Make the lady happy by providing her with your services. Naughty. Deliver sugar from the sugar plantation to Surabaya. We will do that, but not right now. Not right now. I would like to set up that line setup. So line statistics. And then we go to the roasting one. Yeah, can I not change this guy to be above the other? Yeah, I don't think I have an option to do that. Alright, then you can be on your way. And you are. What if I put you on the roasting one as well? Okay, he actually found his way, even if I set up the route incorrectly. That's good. That's good. And he's on his way to Surabaya, he says. So they are smart enough to actually do that correctly, as it is. What about the sugar over here? So we want to bring sugarcane into Surabaya. So the easiest way to do that would just be to transport it to the train, right? And then take it by train to there. Or set up a new train. But I think transporting it by car makes a lot of sense. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's take this. Let's set up a simple route. I swear there has to be a way to do turns on these roads. Could actually just bring it into town as well, add a cargo station to this and have cargo trains going on here as well. That's an interesting idea, but no, let's do this way. Let's do it this way. I kind of like this idea. We'll go right there, and then we'll go new line from here to there. We can go with these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 maybe. If we're gonna do sugar, we're gonna do sugar correctly, okay? There, and then these guys should have... Can you guys take sugar as well? I think they can, right? Let's see, what if I do another lane? We do like this. We take the one for sugar. So we're gonna have one that only does sugar is the idea. So don't load. We could say to only load 50% on the one that we do have. Actually, we don't need a second line. Confirm delete, yes. Only load 50% of that. And I think that should do it, so these guys, when they pick up... What? Yeah, they will bring sugar. Good. Hold on. Why is this not working? Do these cars not take the cargo that we need? Maybe that's what's happening. Yes, we need a gondola for that. Alright, so I'm gonna send this guy back. Send him to the depot. Swap him around is the plan. Can I change you around after you have already been set up? You're gonna go with these guys instead. Oh. Did I not need to do that? Could I have just edited it here? Yes. Okay, so there was no reason for me to actually send him back. I thought they needed to be in the depot, or at least visit the depot to be able to change that up. That does not seem like it's the case. So I can send him back to the roasting one. And that should be fine, right? And then we don't really need this setup either. You can fill up full in whatever capacity you can, right? Yeah, now we're seeing shipments going out. 9, 10. Well, it says we have shipments going out, but where exactly are they going? Are they going to here? No. It says we're shipping, but I don't see it shipping anywhere. And there we have a mission completion. Nice. We're still working on the new lines of business. So let's just let that run through. I want to see if this lane works now. I did notice that some of these later ones actually do have sugar on them. It's only one. And this one says that it's 54 shipments. But we are building up here, so I think we are moving in the right direction. I think we might just have sent out the vehicles a little bit too early. If I remember correctly, it's good to set up the route first. And then when the route is set... No, we need a vehicle. Yeah, I don't think there's a way around that. That's just how it works. Yeah, look at that. The sugar is here. How nice. And you will not take any sugar. Will you? No. No, you will not. But this guy will when he gets back. Not a lot of sugar, 16 points. But that's fine. We don't have endless amount here. We have 2. So that is perfectly fine. And there we have it. Took us a little while, but we got the sugar delivered. The sugar rattles towards town quickly by train. What a pleasure. It is indeed. And talking about pleasure, it would be a pleasure if you liked and subscribed for this lovely video. In preparation of Transport Fever 3. We're playing through the whole campaign, so if you want to see that, click the like button, make sure you are subscribed, and we'll be back with another episode before you know it. Thank you guys. Again, let me know if you can curve roads in this game. I don't know how to do that. Help. Alright, take care. See you around. Until next time. Bye-bye.